Okay guys, I'm doing this video on the fly. Let me move this out of the way. So, this is a Chinese Les Paul kit that I had traded for a Washburn Honeyburst semi-hollow body. Probably like 7 years ago or more. Now, when I got this, it had a bad problem here. With this is all thin and messed up and blowed out, right? And they had sanded the veneer away a little bit here. So the guitar, as the way it was intended to be built, was already compromised, right? And so I learn in a way that's deconstructionism. So what I did, since the top was already ruined, it was like this tiger flame maple thing, you know, just like all the coveted Les Pauls or whatever. And since it was already messed up, what I wanted to do was I wanted to understand, sanding it down, how much you could sand a thin veneer until it blew through. So I blew through the veneer here real bad. Let me see if I can get the light. Okay, so I should have showed this guitar before I started put the primer on it, but I decided to start working on this guitar on a whim. I'm sick of seeing this guitar in my living room. I want to do something about it, right? So I just started throwing paint on it. The first paint I threw on it is, I kind of wanted the face to be this color, right? And this is just your typical spray paint, right? And I wanted the back and the neck to be this color, but in practice, I didn't care for the color combination, right? So here's that blue I was talking about. So I didn't care for that. This burgundy is wrong for what my intended purpose was. So this gives you an indication. So I messed up somewhere. I did put wood filler on this, and maybe it's just that I need to put primer and then do a nice sand, you know, and smooth it out that way. I haven't spray painted a whole lot of wood, but I've done a lot of spray painting. I've slung a lot of paint in my life with rattle cans, more than the average person. So what I did on this thing, since I have all these flaws in it, I'm going to try to get it in the light so you can see. So there's a booger here, right? You can see some boogers right up in here, right? So I'm going to have to sand all that smooth. So the approach, the reason I had my black hat is because I'm using a completely outlaw approach. Right? Nobody's going to tell you on YouTube or anywhere, oh, go ahead and saturate the finish, the top of it, with spray paint, and make sure you keep it level so you don't get runs, right? Nobody's going to tell you that, because it's the wrong way to do things. So what I'm going to show you guys, hopefully, is how to do it wrong, but still get it right in the end. That's what I want to show with this guitar. So I have these bad flaws, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to sand it down with the primer on it. Now I have 3 or 4 coats of thick primer on here. You're just going to have to trust me that I know what I'm doing. I'm going to make this thing very smooth, and there's not going to be any of these. There's some bad imperfections. Now I might give up the binding. So this has binding around it. Let's see if we can see some of it. Well, you might have to just trust me that it has a thin piece of shitty binding around it, right? But I'm going to make this thing as smooth. I don't want to even use that euphemism anymore. So, coming off of that, I have a Strat 2 rebuild. There's a sneak peek of the sticker bomb I did on that, which is sick. And then I will be doing an update video on the Warlock. This Warlock. I have 2 Warlocks to do. But anyways, I digress. I got a lot of stuff in the pipeline. I'm going to have to just submit to my ADD and hope you guys enjoy it. Because I work on one project for a little bit, and then I go and jump on another one. And then at some point, the project becomes finished. So I'm going to have to figure out my format, my formula for YouTube, and I'm working on that. I really am. And this is a new type of video where I'm being more candid, right? Because the whole campaign right now is to make friends. I made a cool friend, E-friend, right? I don't know him that well. He's just another Canadian. I always had good luck with Canadians. They seem like some of the coolest people on the internet, honestly. Because every time I dabbled with YouTube, the Canadians were the best folks, honestly, for me. Maybe it's I'm supposed to be Canadian at some point. I don't know. I digress. Anyways, I look forward to your comments and all kinds of other things. Thanks for watching. Please comment, subscribe, all them things that the other YouTubers tell you. It really helps the channel, right? And you know what? It's free. Thank you so much. Y'all have a great night.